Hey, King J, come on.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, the Ninja Waver here, and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, do not forget to backfist that notification bell so you guys don't miss on any content in the future. Let's get it.
I've been going crazy. Plug in, can't play me. Jesus done saved me. Oh no, can't switch, won't sway me.
Alright, so in today's video, I'm going to be discussing the multiple different types of 360 Wave products that are available to us wavers in the Wave game. Alright, now as you guys can see, I have multiple different kinds of products laid out before me, and this video is specifically for my beginner wavers because I know when you're first trying to get waves, it can be very overwhelming because you're hearing pomade, oils, moisturizers, butters, creams, and you're not really sure which product to use that's going to help you better your wave journey. By the end of this video, however, I can guarantee that you guys are going to have a better understanding of which products serve what purpose and when to use them. Alright, so without further ado, let's hop right. Now the first type of 360 Wave product I'll be discussing is known as pomade. Now pomade is the most well-known 360 Wave product kind that there is, right? And pomade is typically designed to lay down the user's hair. That's pretty much its main purpose. It's to achieve maximum hold as well as adding shine to the top layer of the waver's hair. Pomade's main ingredient is petroleum or petrolatum, which allows the user's hair to be laid as well as achieve that shine type effect, right? Now, some examples of pomade are the Sport & Waves brand or the 360 pomade brand, which looks just like this, but it's in a blue container as well. And you guys can buy these products from pretty much any type of store. And I'll show you guys the consistency, right? You can kind of see what that looks like. It looks like a thicker type gel. Now, another type of pomade, a heavier type of pomade, is known as Murray's or Dax, which is pretty much an equivalent to Murray's. Now, unlike the Sport & Waves brand, Murray's actually does not have water listed in its main ingredient type. Because of this, Murray's has a lot more of a solid type texture than your typical Sport & Waves pomade. It's a lot greasier, it's thicker, and it's heavier, right? And Murray's is really good for laying down the user's hair, as I mentioned before, especially when you're first trying to get waves, because that is the struggle, which is training your hair to lay down. Murray's is your best friend in terms of that, right? And I'll show you guys what Murray's kind of looks like. Get this open. Kind of see the texture there, a lot thicker. It literally looks like a type of grease. Right? So that does it for pomades. Now the next type of product I'll be addressing are known as butters. Now butters, their purpose are essentially the same as pomades, in which they're designed to train the user's hair to lay down as well as add shine. But unlike pomades and greases, butters are a lot lighter in terms of their texture, and they do not have as much product buildup, which means that whenever you have too much product in your hair and the product gets clumped up and caked up in your hair because it's too much. Butters, their typical ingredients are going to consist of a combination of other different types of butters like tangerine butter, mango butter, shea butter, etc. And some butters will also have different types of oils mixed in to the product as well. And I'm going to show you guys an example of this free flow butter and its texture. Alright. And I will be sure to make future videos on me actually applying these products in my hair so you guys can see what it does to my waves, so no worries. And this is another example of some butter that I have, which is PB the Goat's legendary butter that I did with the Blueberry Duo bundle. If you guys have not seen that review, you guys go check out that review I did a while back. Now the next category is creams. Now creams are nowhere near as thick as butters or pomades. However, creams are very, very good at adding shine to the top layer of your hair as well. And most creams will have water listed as the main ingredient, along with other complex ingredients that I'm not going to try and pronounce on this video. An example of this type of product is known as the Wave Builder 360 Wave Cream, which I have here. And I'll show you guys the texture. Right, so you can kind of see it looks like a type of jello or gel, a lot lighter in consistency and has even more of a reduced buildup effect. Now, the next category is moisturizers. Now, moisturizers are kind of like a league of their own, where butter and greases are designed to make your waves look healthy and appear shiny at the top layer. Moisturizers actually get down to the root of your scalp and are actually designed to moisturize your waves, right? An example or an analogy is kind of like putting Vaseline or baby oil on your skin versus like lotion or oils, right? They both have different effects. One makes your skin appear shiny, the other one actually moisturizes the inner depths of your skin. So that's kind of like where moisturizers play a part. Now, I don't have any other moisturizers except for this Blueberry Duo Bundle from PB To Go, but I'll show you guys the consistency here. So it kind of looks like a type of paste, but it's very light, very fluffy. And then the final category are known as oils. Now, oils can also be moisturizers as well, but it's important to note that there are two different types of oils. There's penetrating oils and there's sealant oils. Penetrating oils are essentially oils that penetrate the top layer or the surface layer of your hair shafts, and they go down into the scalp to really help moisturize your scalp and your hair. And some example of penetrating oils are tea tree oil, olive oil, and avocado oil is another example. Now, on the other hand, you have sealant oils, which are essentially designed to seal or lock in the product that you use beforehand. And they're specifically designed to lock in moisture, right? So in other words, what that means is if I used a pomade, butter, any other product on top of my waves, I would then use a sealant oil after that product to lock in that product's moisture. And it also enhances the shininess of my waves as well. And an example of sealant oil is Jamaican's black castor oil, which is a lot thicker than these penetrating oils. So that does it for the different types of products. Now I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I use these products. So as I mentioned before, when I was first trying to get waves, I used pomade because my main focus was trying to lay down my hair. Once my wave pattern was pretty much set in, I then started to transition into using butters, right? However, you can really use butters at any point in time. Now, creams, I don't really use creams a lot, to be honest with you, because I already have a moisturizer and I already have a butter and I have oils, right? But I did first start using creams when I was first experimenting with different types of products, right? And creams are really, really good for adding shine to the top layer of your hair, right? But my main go-to is like butters and moisturizers and oils, right? Of course, as I mentioned, I do use moisturizer. I try and use at least some form of moisturizer every time I apply a product, right? So essentially, my ratio is I'll use at least one type of moisturizer, whether that's the penetrating oils or an actual moisturizer, and then I'll follow it up with a type of butter, and then I'll finish it off with a type of oil, right? A sealant oil. Now, whenever I'm heavy wolfing, then that's when I will go back to using pomade, because at that point I have a lot of hair on the top of my hair.
Bruh.
I have a lot of hair on the top of my head, and I really need pomade to really help lay my hair down, right? So that's pretty much how I use these products. So for me specifically, I mainly use oils, butters, and moisturizers, right? So those are my main three. However, just keep in mind, guys, that everyone's hair is different. What works for me may not work for you. So oils may work for me, but some of you may do better off with creams, right? Or with pomades, etc. You guys are essentially going to have to experiment with different products by getting them from different stores and seeing what it does to your hair. And just keep in mind that you guys read the ingredients and know exactly what it's doing, right? So that does it for this brief overview of the different types of products. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, be sure to drop them down in the comment section below. And that's all I got for you. You guys be safe, and salute to my wave troops. I'm out.